Hey, what is going on, Wildlife X team? This is Michael here, and as we all know, humans are the smartest creatures on planet Earth. However, there are some other creatures that actually have brains. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 other of the most intelligent animals on Earth and kind of what makes them interesting and unique. So number 1 on the list is apes, specifically chimpanzees, but this could also include bonobos. We are very, very similar. We share about 99% of our DNA. Chimps are our closest living relatives. They live in social communities, and they can even adapt to different environments. They can also be taught sign language, and we can communicate between them. They can walk upright on 2 legs if they choose to, otherwise they will walk on 4, and they're primarily vegetarians that consume meat on occasion, but mainly they're eating vegetarian stuff, eggs, and insects as well. So chimps and bonobos can actually make tools, such as stones to open nuts and leaves to soak up drinking water. They reach the reproductive age at about the same time as humans, 13 for females and 16-ish for males. Number 2 on the list is the dolphins. Dolphins are actually highly intelligent, and they are able to communicate actually with their voice. They each have their own languages. There's different sub-communities of dolphins. They're highly social creatures, just like us humans. They have a very specific whistle, and dolphins will actually give each other names as well. So they can actually call each other by names. They form very strong social attachments. They support the old or the ill, and they will also protect humans from sharks. There have been a few reports of humans being circled by sharks, and then dolphins will push them away and whatnot. Dolphins have also been used to team up with humans to catch fish, and they'll drive the fish towards the shore where the fishermen will wait to cast their nets. So dolphins are very interesting creatures, and they're going to be used for all kinds of studying and tests and whatnot. The military is really interested in them as well, and their brains are very, very similar to the way human brains have developed. Number 3 on the list is actually elephants. Now this surprised a lot of people, but elephant brains are actually bigger than the brains of any other land animal, and the cortex has as many neurons as a human brain. The ability of elephants to learn is actually very impressive. They're self-aware, which means they can recognize themselves in a mirror, but they can also learn highly complex things such as painting. In the wild, these highly social animals also demonstrate helpfulness, compassion, empathy, and their trunks and feet will actually generate seismic activity that allows them to communicate with each other on a wide variety of subjects. They're the only known land animal that will communicate using seismic signals. The next one on the list is rats. The ability to think is called metacognition, or rather think about thinking, that is metacognition, and a few years ago, scientists discovered that rats, like humans, can make decisions based on metacognition. This means that they don't even just think, but they think about their thoughts. So rats are actually surprisingly self-aware, they're ticklish, and they dream just like we do. If you get like a pet rat which has been already domesticated, they're extremely social and they will form a strong bond with their owner. I actually used to have a pet rat when I was a child, and they were very, very friendly, very nice, and they can even learn their names and come when they're called. They really will beg for also time out of their cage, and they very, very much enjoy playing games with their owners. The last one on this short list is dogs. Now, smart means different things to different people. Some people think that an obedient dog is intelligent, whereas other people might think that a dog that kind of does its own thing and explores is more intelligent. However, dogs have evolved with humans over the past thousands and thousands of years, so it's believed by scientists that they've actually adapted to become much more human-like than wolves, which is where dogs evolved from. Dogs can learn human commands very, very quickly. Now, a lot of this is just conditioning. For example, they associate a certain behavior after hearing a certain word, gets a certain reward. But one thing that's really interesting about dogs is they're also social creatures, and they're kind of made to want to please their master. So they really, really, really want to serve us. So this is why they are man's best friend, is because they will learn commands, and they're not just doing things for the sake of getting a reward, but they actually enjoy seeing us happy, and they can read your facial expressions. Anyone that has a dog or even a cat sometimes also knows that they're able to read our emotions. They can sense how we feel. For example, if you're crying, the dog might come over to support you, and the human can usually learn the dog's meanings and emotions as well. So this was 5 interesting animals that are intelligent, just like humans, of course not as smart as us. So if you know any others, there are definitely other animals on this list which we haven't mentioned. If you know any others, leave it in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and hit that subscribe button for more interesting animal related videos. My name is Michael with Wildlife X Team, and have a great day.